this moment, at the time of filming this, it is Sunday, November 28th. Yes, this is 28th. And I am saying that because, well, I think a couple weeks ago maybe, if not 3 weeks ago maybe, I can't remember when, I did lost Windows Movie Maker on my laptop. Again, I guess I did some update with my laptop and it's gone. So I don't know what to do now. So uploads may be limited, like very, very limited for maybe until after Christmas. So just thought I'd let you guys know that, and I'll get Movie Maker downloaded again. So yeah. So this video is going to be about my Hornby Henry from Thomas and Friends. This is like an unexpected story that I thought I'd never bring to you guys, and I'm finally going to do that right now. So Henry has been dormanted on my channel for, oh god, a good number of months. I can't even remember the last time he was featured apart from my collection video I did back in the summer. He's been pretty absent for a good while, basically because his motor went, and well, I wouldn't say went, but yeah, all I could say was his motor just about went maybe, or somehow came back to life, if you can even say that. So yeah, let me tell you the story about my Hornby Thomas Henry. Let's get right into it. So the story goes with Henry, how I first got him. It was back in, I think, very early October of last year, 2020. He came up for bids on eBay, and the previous owner did say he was a really sluggish runner, which he isn't right now. I'll explain that in a minute. So, yeah, like I said, he was a sluggish runner. And I put an offer on him because I really wanted a Hornby Henry, and this is pretty much a lifetime opportunity because Henry's now really hard to get. So I placed an offer, and he placed in a few offers, and I eventually bought him, and eventually he became in my hands. He got into my hands, and I was so happy with him. So if you haven't seen an unboxing video, you can click right up here on this upper right hand corner. But anyways, I did unbox Henry, and you did see in the video that he was a very poor runner, and it showed no signs of him speeding up. Well, he did sped up a little bit. It just needed a bit of running time. Ignore that piece, by the way, the missing handrail. It's probably in that drawer somewhere, but not really too bothered about that. It might be in the box, I don't know. But yeah, he was not a very good runner at all when I first got him, so the previous owner was not kidding about that. So, even giving him some oil, it still probably won't do that good of a job. Well, basically like the previous owner said, his motor was about to be done for. And what really sucked about Henry's performance is that I forgot which direction he would go, but depending on which direction you would take him, when he hits a corner, he shorts out. Not only does he short out, but he would also short out the controller, obviously. So I do my best to, I don't even know if it was a good idea, if you can readjust him just very slightly to at least get him to move. It worked, but only for like a little bit amount of time. But yeah, so, yeah, it's, I don't know if it was the best thing to do. So, yeah, after that, I kind of forgot how long I had him for. I don't think I had him for very long, until, I ran him more often, and he, kept shorting out on the curves. And it started to get a little bit annoying, so, and I figured it was the engine to tender connection. So I was assuming it was that, and I would see if I can at least investigate. And I'm going to show you this right away. I don't know how well this camera is going to pick this up because I do not have a powerful enough macro lens. But if I zoom in, and if I take this out, okay, it does capture it okay. You can see that, if I can get it in shot, there we go. I think you can just about see how badly the pickups are. And I don't think I can. Okay, there you go. I think you can just about see it right there. Let me give a flashlight from my phone. Okay, there you go. That's a lot better. So yeah, I can't zoom in any further, but you can literally see how badly these pickups are bent. Not the ones underneath, but the ones on the top. And those are pretty much responsible for the connection for Henry, or from Henry to the tender. Although, what I did was pretty much a very, very, very stupid decision. I took tweezers and I took one of those pickups and just see if I can at least try to fix it. And little did I know, it was a bad idea. Not only Henry wouldn't even move, he would pretty much short out my entire controller. And eventually, once I kept trying to fix him or test him or whatever, the tender went up in smoke. No joke, the tender literally went up in smoke. I was thinking to myself, oh god, this is not good. So I got tenders from James and Gordon and put it on Henry. Those tenders were short out. They didn't burn out, by the way. They just short out. And when I would put Henry's tender on either Gordon or James, you know, just to see if it works, the tender wouldn't move. So I was thinking to myself, oh god, this tender is the motors in this thing's done for. So I would search on eBay to see what I could at least find, and let me tell you, I was not looking forward to buying a replacement motor for Henry himself. Basically because Hornby's models are made in the United Kingdom. As for Bachmann's Henry, that's pretty much a no-go because the motor isn't a tender. Hornby's, well, probably the earlier design of Henry, and Bachmann's version is a smaller scale, which is HO, and this is OO scale, and the motor is in a locomotive rather than in a tender. So Bachmann does a pretty good job at that, while Hornby didn't. Hornby just put the motor in the tender back in their early days. Well, their later versions of Henry now have the motor in the locomotive, which is great, but for this one, this is an earlier design, and it's got the motor in the tender, so yeah. However, I really didn't want to get rid of Henry, so I pretty much just kept him, but I seriously was not looking forward to paying like $60 just to get a replacement, pretty much. And I did have recommends from a lot of you saying that I can buy a replacement tender chassis for this thing. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think there's plenty out there, but it would not be cheap. It would not be cheap to replace Henry's motor. And yeah, like I think the cheapest I would find, I think it was like less than $10, I believe, but shipping is ridiculous. I think it was nearly $60. So yeah, that was pretty much a no-go, and I was not, like I said, I was not looking forward to replacing it. But would you believe me if Henry still has his ordinary motor? I have no idea how many of you are going to believe me when I said that, but this is not a joke. Henry still has his ordinary motor, factory fitted, everything. The still has his original motor, like I said. The previous owner said it was worn out, but for real, he really does have his ordinary motor. Let's see if I can, there we go. Check it out. Still has the same gears. He has not been serviced at all. I probably should have done when if I knew about this, but he hasn't been given fresh oil or anything, and I probably should be doing that, but I didn't. So, and I think that's what I shall do. Just give me a second. All right, got some oil here. Here's the oil that I use. So I'm just going to be putting it on Henry's gears. I'm not going to put any on the commutator. Not a commutator, motor shaft. Because I don't want to risk Henry getting burnt out. So just place them on teeth. Just like so. I doubt he'll move without Henry, or I doubt the tender will move at all without Henry, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And, right, I need to oil these wheels, don't I? Get the oil back out again. But yeah, here, set this down here, right here. I am not going to be oiling that motor shaft right there. Because, like I said, I really kind of scared to do it with Henry, since he's went up before, and I kind of don't want to risk that. Can't really fit the needle in there. I probably kind of don't want to risk it because I'm pretty much scared. Okay. So yeah, Henry still has his ordinary motor, still factory fitted, everything. And I think I should probably be oiling his drive rods and driving wheels or anything. Oil back out again. I can't remember jack squat. Okay, so sorry if you guys can't see anything. I'm trying to focus on Henry more. I do apologize if it's blurry. Right now I'm trying to be careful where to put this oil. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Alright, so he's running nice and smooth. Now I need to oil the driving rods. I do apologize if this is getting boring. Alright, not sure if it was necessary, but I oiled the bolts, well, not bolts, moving parts of the pistons. I don't know if I should oil this part too, since that one is plastic, and yeah, I don't know. But he is running smoother. Or rolling smoother, I should say. Alright, and we'll do the other side. Alright, and that's some fresh oil for Henry before I could even forget about that part. Yes, Henry, like I said, he still has his ordinary motor from the factory and everything. This happened a couple days ago. So, I just randomly decided to run some trains, as you would usually do in your spare time. Turn the power supply off. I had Thomas out, and I had James out, the Hornby Thomas and James. And every time I would run some of my Thomas and Friends stuff, I would always see Henry just sitting there, you know? He would just be sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Sometimes when they would just run, I would just stare at him. He would just be sitting there as if he's just sitting in the tunnel that he got bricked in. One day later, well, sometime later, I would say, I just randomly decided to get him out. And what I did was I put him on a track, turned the controller on, hooked him up. I was expecting him to short out my controller, and I was thinking, okay, if he shorts out, I may have to get rid of him, because he just cannot stay idolized in my shelf or my drawer for a period amount of time, doing absolutely nothing. He may have to go. So I was not looking forward to selling Henry, because I really didn't want to. And lo and behold, without the cars behind it, he bursted into life. And on the inside, I was screaming with joy. Like, I was legit blown away when he bursted into life. And after that, I would test him. He did not short out on corners. He did not short out any switches. He didn't short out ever. And I was just thinking to myself, okay, something happened when his motor went up in smoke. What happened? I do not have an answer, but I don't even have to turn the controller up very high now. yet he is going fast. I legit just started him up. And check this out. There is absolutely, if I can get it in focus. There we go. There is absolutely no current draw whatsoever. You might see a little bit of it there, but legit there's not. He's at 8 volts. Look how fast he's moving. Need to get him in focus. He is running beautifully. Just look how fast he's going. I have to say, he's going pretty quick. I'm gonna stop him just to see how his motor's feeling. Don't want to put him to a rock solid stop. No, it doesn't feel warm. I mean, I've only been running him for a very, very short time, so I guess that's understandable, but I just wanted to be sure. Oh, I felt him slip there. Or I heard him slip. Slip. Hope I didn't pour any oil in the traction tires. Might have to clean it up. Oh well. Alright, I've just put Henry on the second line. So just bring him around the lap. Leave the camera at the exact same spot. No shorting out, no nothing. He is running beautifully. And the controller's at 40%. Doesn't look like he's going very fast, but he is going really, really quick. That still blows my mind. I think Gordon's jealous because Henry's pulling the Express. What do you guys think? Certainly looks like it. One of you wants to see Henry change tracks. Here he comes. I bet he would short out if he would have done it before. And he still hasn't. I put him through a couple tests, and he is not showing any signs of shorting. I am dead happy for Henry. I am dead happy. Just a bottle of smoke fluid drop. What's that? Alright. Look at him go. So yeah, that is my story on the Hornby Henry. Oh man, after he's been absent for a certain amount of months, oh god, I cannot believe he's actually running. And he's running much, much better than he previously did. I don't know how worn out his motor really is, but I can say this, it doesn't even look worn out to me. How? Still not hot. Like I said, he's still been running for a short amount of time, so I kind of want to, don't want to go overboard on him, you know, just in case it actually does go. And sooner or later, I may have to find a replacement for it, and I'm not looking forward to it. So yeah, that was Henry. And, oh man, Henry, I cannot tell you how happy I am that you're back on the railway. So yeah, I bet Sir Topham Hatt would be happy too. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope you enjoy Henry's return. And I will see you guys later. Take care, everybody.